Beautiful people, what's happening? Today, we are building the sweatiest squad in FIFA history. I'm not talking FIFA 22. We're bringing back all the years. Comment below, sweatiest players of all time. Give me the player name and the FIFA year. I might do a follow-up video. Again, I don't know about criteria, but this is gonna bring back a lot of memories for you. If you'd like more content revisiting the FIFA history, drop a like on the video. Do you remember Abate? I do. 4 categories at the moment. Broken controller, sweat confirmed, super sub value, and mid. Have you subscribed to the channel? Take a moment, hit the button. Agbong Lahore. I know you remember this man. Manifested the through ball reception. Alexander Pato. I'm giving him super sub value. Youssef Atal. And boy do I miss Footmas. Good times. Sweat confirmed at the moment. And don't go anywhere because I will make adjustments at the end of the video. Aubameyang with the burner. He might be broken controller. This guy was filthy. I just randomly threw a team of the season Ben Yedder on here, so we're just gonna throw him into controller being ruined. I don't know why I have some of these guys, or the majority, as baseline, and there's a few that are promos. I was intertwining while putting this together. Gareth Bale, 87 overall. He's almost too good to not have at least as a sweat confirmed player. Biabiani, I respect him, but I never was scoring goals like I should. He only zoomed down the pitch. Butlin, broken controller. The most overpowered goalkeeper we've had to date. Cambiasso. A lot of people used him, but he's gonna be my first mid. Maybe he just doesn't fit into the sweat category. Chikawi. And I almost want to have the inform. I loved him. I don't know that people would put him as a broken controller. He was just brilliant. For the stats, the epitome of overpowered. Let me see if I can pull up that inform. This guy was unstoppable. Multiple videos I put together as an individual. I even felt like I might have blown him up. David Luiz. I hated going up against David Luiz. Day, what up, boy? Diego. You forgot about Diego? Oh, that Brazilian was nasty. Doumbia, broken controller. Oh, you didn't experience those years. Man, you didn't even have to upgrade. Doumbia was good from the beginning of the game. Emenike, same situation. He had a couple years that he was just kind of nasty with it. S1 also had a silver version that was gross for one of those seasons. I think sweat confirmed. Eto'o, the original through ball and finish. Little burner. Leroy Fer, super sub, but at the early stages of a game, he was definitely a starter. Same with Gabby Jesus, right up there with those Premier League quick hitting teams. Gervinho should not ever be forgotten or disrespected. The forehead was out there and just getting busy and getting jiggy with it. There's a team of the season Giovinco here that I just threw on. A Barbo, broken controller. He was just a problem from the beginning. I hated going up against a Barbo. Ibrahimovic. I believe it was a flashback, and I loved this foot item. It wasn't an instant broken controller. He was well respected. However, Conte, broken. There was like 3 years consecutive that Conte starting foot item, just on a different level. Ryan Kent, and he started with this Europa item as an 84, and then it upgraded. Sweat personified, because even when this foot item was an 84 instead of the upgraded 87, I think more people actually used them at that point, and he was unstoppable. Also, if you look at my eyes, you might get that hashtag organics. Apparently, I put Ryan Kent twice. Lavezzi. And I think I might have done wrong by this, because this is the higher rated version than the previous year. When Lavezzi went to PSG, he definitely got minutes in my FIFA Ultimate team, but I think he might have got more playing time when he had that Mikoli partnership with Di Natale. And I think this is the Di Natale I'm going to have upcoming. I might have jumped ahead of things here. I just started thinking about the Italian. Hey, yo! Who remembers the Brasilvers? Still think super sub value. But man, Brasilvers were something special. Chucky Lozano, again, I just threw in a random promo, but he never made sense to me. Lucas, always a fantastic player to start the game. Maybe doesn't always last the complete FIFA cycle. Jordan Lukaku, the second Lukaku, we're going to give him super sub value. Definitely was overpowered. Definitely had sweat. Obafemi Martins, we never knew his age. He's not sweat, though. I don't know what he is. Again, just wanted to throw in some silver action. Might be forcing it slightly. Mbappe this year, absolute filth. Broken controller. Might be the best gold foot item we have ever seen in any FIFA installment. We're gonna put Foot Miss Mendy into that broken controller category. Another one of those strange scenarios, because the 80 may be more influential than the 83. I believe the 80 got more playing time, and that was also in the same season as that Foot Miss 85 that I just included because we wanted some colorful foot items. Mikali, let's go. Absolute legend of the game. I used to love using this guy. I wish I did this just for all silvers. Maybe I will. Muriel, you could pick a year. Another one of those guys that had the sweat, and then depending on the season, maybe you'd put him into a super sub. Naldo with the big body, had to love him. Here's that Di Natale from earlier. I'd still give him the broken controller. I have so much respect for Di Natale. Nilmar, same situation, broken controller, sweat. He had it all. He had it all. Still has it. Semedo at the 82 is the best version he's probably going to ever have in FIFA. I don't know why I threw in an informed Pookie action, but I did. Man, Ramirez was that guy. Before Conte, it was all Ramirez, broken controller, lock it up, throw away the key. It was like 5 years straight. FIFA 11 or FIFA 10 even, all the way up to, I want to say FIFA 15 before Ramirez went to China, and then this was a wrap. But they just weren't making players like Ramirez. And if you recall, these years, FIFA was very fast-paced. So when you're looking at interceptions, tackles, angling, Ramirez was that dude. Ramos, part of the Colombian collective. I still think I'm going to give him a super sub. But I also got Rashford, the 79. There was multiple years that Rashford was really good. I kind of feel as if this year, the one that he had that 79, was his standout or his welcoming, or where you had to really take notice in FIFA. I didn't know it could work out if you didn't have a weak foot until we had that flashback. Robin. I don't even know about sweat, but just pure enjoyment. Robin on the flashback has to be one of the most fun foot items or player iterations of all time. The finesses, the range, he was unstoppable. You knew what was coming, but good luck to you. The Saint. And there was even an inform of St. Maximin, but he doesn't go into that broken controller sweat. I don't know who does, or who will, or who should. Felipe Santana, definitely a sweat confirmed type of player. Also a guy that had, I think, 3 or 4 years consecutive that he was always overpowered, always in that category. Shurla, kind of an early retiree. As good as he was, I still feel that maybe a super sub is where I'm gravitating. This Ramos player moments, another one of Mike's random selections, but he shifted the game so dramatically because you could use him as a fullback or a center back, and he had that serious booster with the statistics. Because you got to remember, not all these players were going to have pace like this. This was one of those game shifting, and in this case in particular, you saw him used in the competitive scene, so that kind of reconfirms everything that I have to say. For FIFA 20, I'm telling you, this guy was a standout performer. To reiterate, a player that changed the way that we played FIFA. You might not have been a fan, but this is when fullbacks were playing as center backs all over the pitch. Had to throw in a Thiago Silva. I don't know if I captured the perfect Thiago Silva, but I remember at AC Milan, even before improvements and everything else, that he was getting busy. We got Sissoko. The foot birthday was, Sonaldo, you already know where I'm going. It's always been this purple positional. Still never seen anything like it. Even with Sonaldo and how good he is in FIFA 22, this is still the GOAT status of that guy. Daniel Sturridge. Yeah, he's confirmed. Taiwo, confirmed. Tevez, confirmed. Varane, oh my goodness. You couldn't beat that 86. This Varane was crushing souls. Probably should have had a Virgil van Dijk in here somewhere. My bad. Theo Walcott, more of a super sub. Never been a goal scorer. Doesn't matter when. We got Welton in that joint. What? Another certified destroyer of confidence. And last but not least, we got Timo Werner, the burner. Never been one of my favorites, but I didn't enjoy going up against him. We're going to give him the super sub value. Let me look at this, and then we'll put together a hypothetical team. The mids aren't adjusting. I don't even know why I had a mid category, or technically why I threw in maybe Campiasso or Pooks into this scenario. Even though, again, at least with Campiasso, he was used a lot. It's hard for me to bump the silvers. I almost feel like we need to have a separate category. I feel pretty good with this. And these top two situations with sweat and broken controller, that just tells you that these guys stand out. Most of the time underrated, but overdeveloped. It's as if It's like in middle school. You had those guys that already had that full beard. You know the facial hair that I'm talking about? They were brawly. They were overachievers early on. They had a competitive advantage. That's how the majority of these players work. Lower rated, but it did not matter. I'm not moving anything around. Let's put some folks into a squad. Goalkeeper, Butlin. I kind of want to run the years back. I'm thinking of David Luiz and a Santana holding it down. These are my list, my choices. I don't even know if we're doing chemistry. I'm just putting them into a team. Then left back, it's got to be Mendy. I don't care if we go with the 85, the 83, or the 80. Right back, Abate. I'm not sure who I had as a right midfield. Why don't we give this to Chucky Lozano? Center mids, Ramirez and Conte. Nobody's getting through those two Energizer bunnies. I didn't even talk about that with Ramirez. Never got tired. He was the original Conte. Left mid, I think we have to have that purple Sonaldo. We still talk about him to this day on a frequent basis. And then up front, oh, the options are endless. But I was a major Doumbia supporter, connoisseur. And as much as we built up Mbappe, I've always had a special place in my heart for Nilma. That's the starting 11. I know, there's not chemistry, I'm aware. Don't care, it's my video. If you want more content, it's right here. It's free to subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below. Sweatiest players throughout the FIFA history books. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.